So let me save you from $3,000 mistake. If you're planning to buy a flagship OLED TV in 2025, it's probably down to two giants, the Samsung S95D and the LG G5 OLED. Both promise insane visuals, cutting-edge features, and a price tag that'll make you double-check your credit limit. First, prices. The Samsung S95D starts at $2,999 for the 65-inch variant and jumps to $4,499 for the 77-inch. Meanwhile, the LG G5 OLED is hovering close, about $3,199 for 65 inches of display and $4,699 for the 77-inch. So we are in flagship territory, no shortcuts here. Now let's talk about the panels. Both TVs use QD OLED or WOLED with MLA. Now here's the fun part. Samsung's S95D uses QD OLED Gen 2, giving it better brightness and more vibrant colors thanks to quantum dot layers on top of OLED. The LG G5 sticks with WOLED with micro lens array tech, which boosts brightness significantly over past LG models, but it still can't quite hit the pure color saturation of QD OLED. If you are big on gaming or watching animated content, the Samsung pops more. It looks more alive. LG's picture feels a bit more natural and cinematics, especially in darker scenes. Also, before we continue, I'd like you to know about our official CineX mini projector that comes with Android 11.0 and can stream all your movies onto the wall with a screen size of up to 120 inches long. It can play 4K videos and would be great for Netflix and chill. Costs you less than a pizza date, ships worldwide, and is available only on simplifytech.shop with a limited stock. But brightness, that's where Samsung S95D wins. It hits around 1600 nits peak in HDR highlights, while the LG G5 is closer to 1300 nits even with this MLA. So in a bright room or for sports viewing, Samsung punches harder. LG has made improvements, no doubt. The jump from the G3 to the G5 is real, but Samsung still takes the crown in raw impact. Now let's talk reflection handling. The S95D introduces an anti-glare matte finish, which on paper sounds great and in practice, it's a bit polarizing. Yes, it cuts reflection, but it also diffuses the image tightly, especially in dark scenes, making things look less sharp. The LG G5 keeps it glossy panel, which means better clarity and contrast in controlled lighting, but worse performance in rooms with windows or lights. So if you watch content during the day or in a bright living room, Samsung's S95D handles light better. But in a dark theater style setup, LG gives you a sharper picture. Gaming is another huge area. Both TVs support 4K 120Hz VRR, ALLM and HDMI 2.1 on all ports. But Samsung adds something LG doesn't, AMD FreeSync Premium Pro and a slightly faster response time. Input lag is virtually the same, around 9.2 ms, but Samsung's game bar UI and better shadow detail in game mode make it a better pick for competitive gamers. LG still holds its own though, and the WebOS gaming dashboard is cleaner this year. Speaking of OS, this one's up to taste. Samsung uses Tizen, LG uses WebOS. Both are fast-packed with apps and support all major streaming platforms. Samsung pushes more ads on the home screen, which can't get annoying. LG's new WebOS 24 looks cleaner and now supports 4 profiles with AI recommendations, which is a win for families. If you care about the smart TV experience, LG wins on polish, but Samsung wins on speed and responsiveness. Now let's not ignore the design. The LG G5 is a gallery series TV meant to suit flush against the wall. It has no internal speakers, everything is built into a slim panel and comes with a wall mount in the box. Samsung's S95D is also wall mountable, but its design includes a zero-gap slim one connect box, meaning all the ports go into a separate box, making wall mounting neater and cable management way cleaner. For setup aesthetics, Samsung nails it. But here's the truth, neither of these are budget friendly and both have compromises. You are paying a premium for early 2025 tech, so before you buy either of these, let's talk competition. The Sony A95L is still relevant in early 2025. It uses the same QD OLED panel as Samsung but adds Sony's cognitive XR processing, which many still say produces the most accurate color reproduction and motion handling. But here's the catch, the A95L is pricier, starting at $3,499 and doesn't support Dolby Vision, gaming or 4K 144Hz like Samsung's latest models. The LG C4 OLED launching cheaper $2,299 US dollars for 65 inches is also worth a look. It lacks AMOLED, so it's dimmer than the LG G5, but still excellent for most users, especially if you want LG's OLED experience without dropping $3,000 plus. And then there's the budget disruptor TCL QM8 or Hisense UA10. These aren't OLEDs, but they are mini LED monsters with up to 2400 plus nits brightness, better HDR punch, and also crazy value under 2000 US dollars. You sacrifice perfect blacks, sure, but you get performance that's shockingly close for the price. So what's the final verdict? If you want the brightest OLED with top-tier gaming features, the Samsung S95D is your pick. It's the most advanced in the lineup right now. QD OLED Gen 2 anti-reflective panel and great for multi-purpose use. But if you're a cinema lover who wants natural image quality, cleaner UI, and Dolby Vision support, the LG G5 is the better long-term bet. Now, bottom line, if you have got the money, both Samsung S95D and LG G5 are future-proof beasts, but don't fall for the hype without knowing your use case.